Hello everybody, welcome back to Rachel Reads. My name is Rachel. I love to read and write Christian fiction. This is what I'm actually rating my library book haul predictions. I did finish one of the books I talked about, and I'm on my second, so I'll talk about those really quickly. So this was the first book I predicted, and I thought it was going to be a 4-star book. It ended up being 4.25 stars. I rounded it to 4 on Goodreads. And I really enjoyed it. There is not much content to note. There is some kissing, but it was really easy for me to skip over it, so it didn't bother me as much. And I love the fake dating. I love how it was like kind of fake, but not really. It was just so much fun, super cute, and I'm glad that it was definitely higher than my prediction. For the book I'm currently reading, that is The Rose We Follow by Nicole Deese. This was predicted to be a 3.5 star to 4. And currently it could be as low as 3-star or as high as 4.5. While it is clean and good and there is some faith content that I really am enjoying, there are a few things that personally it's not a trope for me that could make it lower. It really does depend on how like the last 70% go. If I enjoy it, then it could be a 4.5 star. If it's just meh, it could be 3.75, but I am enjoying it, and this vlog will hopefully continue. Hi guys, welcome back to another clip in reading my library haul predictions. So I am here to update you again. I DNF'd The Rose We Follow by Nicole Deese, which I'm disappointed to do so. But there was just something I disagreed with. It was still clean. It wasn't explicit. There was nothing that I think would maybe turn other people off. It's just something I personally disagree with, and I'll talk about it at the end of the video when I review each of the books. So I'm sad to DNF it, meaning I didn't give it the rating I wanted to, and it didn't get a rating at all. So I'm going to move on to the next book, which is Ladies of the Lake by Kathy Gokul. But so far I'm really enjoying it. This is dual timeline. One follows the past when our main character Adelaide is at this ladies' school, and I had some disagreements with the teachers and the adults in the story so far, but really it's going to be good. It's feeling like maybe a 4-star, maybe a 3.75, and in the current timeline there are a lot of mysteries relating to the past, so I want to know what happened in the past. Hello everyone, if the setup looks familiar, I just finished filming our recent reads, but I wanted to update you all on the books I'd been reading for this vlog. So I don't know if I mentioned, but I did DNF this, which was very disappointing. This book I also DNF because the H word was used, and some people probably would consider it in context. For me, I just didn't in that situation, so I also DNF this book. But if you're looking for more World War I historical books, I maybe would recommend trying this one out. It was good up until the language. And then there's this lovely book. This is Trust the Stars by Tricia Goyer. This was predicted to be 4.5 stars, and I gave it 4.25, so I'm not disappointed that it was lower. As long as it was a 4-star, I was going to be happy. So this follows Olivia Garza, who helps troubled teens in the inner city and in Africa, but by night she films these YouTube videos recording her mom's life and how everything happened. And then there's Prince Louis, who's Prince of Valoria. He has gone through some recent heartbreak, so he goes to Africa and meets Olivia and recognizes her voice, and it's just really amazing. We do follow a third perspective from a princess who died in concentration camp, which is really sad to see, but again, I loved it. And currently the last book on this list is A Lady's Guide to Marvelous and Misadventure by Angela Bell. I love this book so much. The quotes are so quotable and their banter is beautiful. I love it so much. I love Clara. She is just such a bold character and bright and judgmental, like she's a good main character, but she has stuff to learn like a main character should. Our male main character is so hurt, and there's so many secrets surrounding him that we as the reader don't know specifics of yet. And it's looking to be a 5-star. I hope my prediction is right. Hello everybody, it has been a while since I've updated this vlog with a talking session, but I am further along in The Lady's Guide to Marvelous Misadventure, and I have to say that I love this book. So if you are on Goodreads and you follow me, I have updated so much for this book. It's kind of crazy, but there's just so much. There's so many quotes, so many inspirational moments that I just really love. And I just love it. And you know, this is a predictions vlog, seeing how the books are turning out. A lot of them haven't been great, but this book is probably going to be a 5-star once I finish it. Hello everybody, this is the end of the Library Haul predictions vlog. I'm going to wrap up every single book, and then the review of the last book, which I haven't reviewed yet, I'll do at the very end. So book 1 was To Capture His Heart by Nancy Campbell Allen. I think I predicted it to be 4 stars, and it was 4.25. Really loved it. It was, from what I remember, clean. There was no major content to note. It's not Christian, so I do want to say that. Next book was The Rose We Follow by Nicole Deese. I DNF'd due to something I personally disagree with. The next book, Ladies of the Lake, again DNF'd, but that was just because I feel like there was some language that was used improperly. The next book was Trust the Stars by Tricia Goyer. I gave the book 4.25 stars. It was predicted to be 4.5, so I'm okay that was just 0.25 lower. To me, that's not such a big difference that I'm disappointed in the rating. It's just a little bit lower. It doesn't bother me. This is Christian, so there's no major content I would note. It does do a little bit with World War II and concentration camps, but it wasn't heavily into detail to where I felt uncomfortable ever. The romance comes out strong, but it is kept clean, so I did enjoy it. And the last book was my absolute favorite. So the last book was A Lady's Guide to Marvelous Misadventure by Angela Bell. This was predicted to be a 5 stars, and it was. I love this book so much. It's like 6-star, one of my new favorites of the year. It's gonna be in the top 10. It has to be. This follows Clara, whose grandfather has disappeared, and she is following his trails across Europe, and Theodore, her grandfather's new apprentice, who is missing like the lower half of one of his legs. So he has this metal leg that her grandfather made for him, and their banter, the wit, I guess the like proper historical romance was just so amazing. The faith content was just beautiful. There's just so much I could say about this book. So again, it is a Christian book, so there's really nothing major that would be DNFable. But I do want to mention that a nightmare from war and just family trauma, so I do want to mention that. The romance was really, really clean, which I love. And the faith content, like I mentioned, was just beautiful and really enjoyable. So that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope God blesses you today. I do my best to post Tuesdays at 12:30, and I'll see you next time. Bye!